Hello, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And I'm Brad Payne, president of FPIW Action.
Couple disclaimers before we get us started today. Nothing in this video is considered an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. It's simply a public service to meet and greet the candidate.
All right. Well, Jesse, thank you for being on this morning. Glad to have you.
Hey guys, it's great to be with you. God bless.
All right. Well, first part is questions a three-parter. If you just tell us what position you're running for, a little bit about you and your family, and then your experience for this position.
Yeah, so I'm running for state representative in the 26th district, which runs from the Narrows Bridge and Gig Harbor all the way north to Bremerton. I've served in the seat for about a decade and then had the last 2 years off, and I got to rejoin my family again. My wife got her husband back, and my kids got their dad and coach back, and I just felt through a lot of prayer that the Lord was calling me to serve again and offer my experience back to the legislature. But as for who I am, I'm a Christian man that fundamentally believes that Jesus Christ is not only my personal Lord and Savior, but that He's risen from God, and I'm happy to publicly declare that. And that's kind of how I lead myself down in Olympia.
Excellent. What would you say is your primary promise to the public if you are elected?
Tell the truth. Number one, that's not always popular down there, but I actually believe that's the most effective way to get things done. Not everybody's going to agree with you, but you have to realize that on both sides of the aisle. But people on the other sides of the aisle will want to work with you if they trust that you'll keep your word. There are so many things that go into trying to get legislation done or trying to fix problems that you can find a lot of allies on the micro level details, but they won't work with you if they don't trust your word. And as I'm trying to lead as a Christian man too, keeping your word is then therefore not only effective down Olympia, it's also good in terms of building relationships and glorifying God. So I tell the truth, I keep my word. Next after that, I'm going to uphold the Constitution. I'm proud of my record in terms of always standing for the Constitution. I think I have the highest one down in Olympia, 100% from the John Birch Society Freedom Index. I believe that we should keep our oaths, and as part of keeping your word, if you swear an oath to the office, you need to keep it. So on those principles, I'm always going to stand firm, and I think that if you lead with those two, good results follow.
All right. Jesse, what do you feel like differentiates you the most from your opponent?
Well, from the pragmatically, it's going to be fiscal policy. A lot of the opponents that are running on the left believe that the way to fix things is to grow government and therefore you have to fund it. And I think that just the opposite is true. We've seen the government double in size over my time in office, or really over Inslee's time in office. And yet the same narrative that they used when I came in, which was we need more money to spend to fix things, is the exact same narrative now, except that they've got twice the budget, 32 billion to 70 billion. When you start to look at the fact that they've grown government and things have gotten worse, scores for kids have gotten worse, the economy's gotten worse, people's ability to afford housing or just to put food on the table or put gas in the car have all gotten worse. My opponent wants to raise those taxes so that he can try to fix your problems for you. And I believe that I need to try to restrain government, bring down inflation as a result of restraining taxes and reducing taxes, and entrust you to live your life. And the other big thing would be that I'm pro-life and he's pro-choice.
Okay. Our fourth and final question is, what did you learn during the primary campaign that is positively impacting you during this general election?
That two things are really resonating with folks. We thought this was kind of true. If you remember at the beginning of the year, there's all the talk about the initiatives that are on the ballot now, but at the beginning of the year, 3 initiatives did get signed into law, and one of those was the Parents' Bill of Rights. And so we led with that in the primary about the need to stand up for parents' rights to be predominant in the outcomes that children have, that schools and government officials shouldn't be trying to step in between the parent-child relationship. And so we ran on that. I had a primary challenger that did not believe in that, and I was proud to see that not only was I rewarded, but that we were overwhelmingly rewarded because people want someone that will stand up for parental rights. So this election just isn't about taxes. I think that more and more families are standing up and saying, we have to reclaim our role in terms of making sure our kids get a good outcome and have hope for the future. And so I was proud to see that that was still preeminent on people's minds.
All right. Well, Jess, thank you so much. I know that's short and sweet, but we appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing with our listeners, and good luck in the final weeks of the campaign.
My pleasure. Thanks for doing what you guys are doing. Thanks.
All right. Well, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. Friendly reminder, nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. Like we like to say around here, go out there and defend and advance biblical values in the public square. God bless.